we will get going.
All
Are
right.
we recording?
We are.
Okay. Hello, one and all, and welcome to your call about getting back to basics. Okay, but seriously, I want everybody to imagine for a minute, close your eyes if you need to. Imagine that you really needed a job, like that you had something you were working towards, right? And be it a new car or paying off debts or working for your kids, some big old motivator. And you are like, I have got to get a second job in order to make this happen, or a first job if your spouse has one. Like, I got to get something, I got to make some money. So you put out all your resumes and you put out all your applications and you do all your stuff. And this place you really love that's got really amazing opportunity, you could make it Starbucks, you could make it some clothing line you really like that's really great for you, whatever. You get hired, right? And so you go in for your very first day and they say, okay, we have about a week's worth of training items for you. And here's your booklet, and you sit down. I, for one, when I get my booklet, get really excited, and I'm all, let me start highlighting things, blah, 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 blah. But so let's say they hand you your booklet of how to work at this store that has all this amazing opportunity. And you take the booklet and you throw it at them. And you say, F you. Take your booklet. I don't need this. And you walk out on the floor and you start trying to sell a blouse to a lady. Or you just go spill some coffee. That is what happens when you don't do Coach Basics. You are taking this job and this opportunity and saying a big F you to Beachbody, to your upline coaches, and to anybody who happened to sign up underneath you. That's your tough love to start this call out. If you have been in this business for any length of time and have not taken your training, you have done nothing but a complete disservice to everyone around you. My phone started to fall. Hold on. It got passionate with me. Okay. So the upside is that there's a way to rectify that. Hooray! You can take training and you can make something of this. Because here's the reality from that little story. You would never, never, never do that. You would never, 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 never go work a job and dismiss the training that it takes to work it properly. How are you going to work a register if no one teaches you how to work a register? You can't. You can't do this job if you don't learn how, or at least not as effectively. You might get lucky, but you will never reach your potential with this company if you don't learn how to do it. You have to learn how to do it. So it just so happens that on my group, I was going to try to do a push to Emerald group and a push to Diamond group. Our larger team, Fierce Ambition, is going to have a push to Diamond group. And we will put people in that who are ready for that. But Team Beachbody Corporate has created an incentive plan throughout the month of September for anyone who goes and includes themselves in a Coach Basics program. So this is for anyone who's trying to advance in rank. They recommend it for new coaches or coaches who are trying to hit Emerald, but it is a fabulous start to where we want our groups to progress. So here's what you can do. You get into a Coach Basics program. We have, and you have to fill out a registration form with corporate. Once you do, and Christy Watkins is our leader. Now, I will probably do a lot of leading in this group as well, but I want everybody in the same Coach Basics group so that we are following it. We will not be following the normal Coach Basics group that we have put up. We are creating a new one. We are going to follow the template, the new template that has been put out by Team Beachbody. It has a participants guide, it has a content guide, and a leader guide. You all are only responsible for printing up the participants guide and following it. The participants guide has things that are prerequisite to being a part of the group. So you have action items to do before we actively start on day 1 in the group. Now, if you fill out that registration form that says, yes, I am going to be participating in a Coach Basics group, they have daily drawings. And if they draw your name, you qualify to win, I believe, a Beachbody Coach Basics cinch bag, t-shirt, and hoodie. Mama likes a hoodie, y'all. Mama likes a hoodie. And that's just for participating. That is simply for filling out the registration form and saying, I commit to participating in Coach Basics. For all of my people, and this could go for Christy or Tony's people too, anybody that I have said that it goes in phases. The training has phase 1, phase 2, and phase 3. I believe phase 2 is when you start doing a push 2 group. Like you start with a training, then you go to push 2 training, etc. So if anyone in our group wants to be included in a push group, you have to complete the Coach Basics first. That's a prerequisite of one of your leaders putting you in a push group. So we don't waste our time. And you don't waste yours. So here's how we're going to break it down. There's a Coach Basics group coming. It will be up in the next couple of days. If you want to be included in that, you have several calls to action from this phone call. The first thing you have to do is go to FAQ 3707. Okay, that is the correct number, 3707. I will even give you the courtesy of telling you how to get to the FAQ in case you've forgotten. You scroll to the bottom of your homepage in your Coach Online office and you click on FAQ. Then you can simply type the number 3707 in the search bar and it will come up. In there, it has the registration form. You must fill out registration first. That's number 1. The second thing you need to do is go into your Coach Online office, go under News and Training, select Training, go scroll down to Training Guides. Once you're under Training Guides, go into Find Coach Basics Training, click on the PDF for Participants Guide and download it. It is 4 pages. Print that up. Finally, there is under the Coach Breaking News section in the home page of your online office. If you scroll down under Training Tips, it is 8/31 was the date it was released. It is back to basics and it's titled Build Your Confidence, but the actual title of the video that they have under there is The Power of Your Story. It is less than 6 minutes. I will also tell you, if you've never clicked on something in the news section before, it doesn't go directly to the thing you're clicking on. You have to then scroll back up through it. It's just opening that larger, but the link is in there, so look for it. You have to go and you have to watch that 6-minute video on the power of your story. Once you have completed registration, found and printed your participants guide, and watched the power of your story, you have earned admittance into our Coach Basics group. And the reason being, if those 3 tasks are something that you are not willing to complete, you are not willing to go through Coach Basics. And that is just truth. It's not even tough love. It's that if you can't find the time to do those 3 action items, you're not ready. You're a discount coach. And that's okay. But if you want to work this business, you have to start step by step. So those are your 3 action items there. Now, once you are in Coach Basics, we will have a 3 strikes you're out policy. If you do not participate in 3 separate, not exercises, whatever, assignments. If you do not participate in 3 different assignments, you'll be taken out of the group because you're not ready. This is so that Christy and I and Tony And Joey, when he starts really actively coaching his people, I know he's starting to grow a team. It is so that we know who the people are that we need to focus on and that we need to encourage and keep building up. And we know who really isn't ready to take those steps yet. It keeps us from hounding you if you're not ready to take those steps and we keep trying to help you with your business and you're not really there yet. It creates a very clear picture for where everyone is at this point in their business. So that nobody's time gets wasted and so that the people who really deserve the time get a lot of attention. Now, another thing that Coach Basics is, and participation in Coach Basics is going to earn you, is that we promise, I'm promising for Christy, but I know she'll do it. We promise that you get at least one one-on-one coach phone call a week. That we will invest in you with one-on-one time, at least one time a week, where you can ask any questions that you may have about how to grow your business. You may bounce anything off of us that you want to bounce off of us, and get as much feedback as you need. If you are not participating, we cannot guarantee you a one-on-one call. Not because we don't love you, but because you're not ready yet. And we need to put our time into other people. You notice a trend? There's a trend. Because we know the potential of a working and growing team. We've seen it. Our upline is there. They've been this past year was our upline's time where they exploded. And it's because a bunch of coaches started saying at the same time, we're going to do this. We're going to take this business and we're going to make it ours. And the team exploded. And we don't want to pull you along. We want you to be so motivated and so encouraged and so excited that if you have a frustrating week, we can say, I'll help you because you've been working this whole time to get to that frustrating week. But there's nothing worse. There is nothing worse than trying and trying and trying with someone who doesn't give you anything in return. So we're going to release ourselves from that because that's going to give you happier leaders. That's going to give you leaders who are excited when you call them with something discouraging because they know they can give you advice and you will take it and you will apply it. As opposed to us trying to say to you, hey, try this, hey, try this, hey, try this, and nothing happening. So happy leaders make a happy team, y'all. So let us lead you effectively by you pulling your weight. We are not asking you to do it alone. We are giving you every freaking tool and guideline you could possibly want and all of the encouragement in the world. You simply have to do your part. That is all we're asking. So Coach Basics, this September push is the start of our next chapter for those who want to do it. Because some people are not even going to watch this call. And if they don't watch this call, they don't even know that there's a Coach Basics group to be put into. And what a loss. So for all of you who are watching, I understand that things come up and I understand you can't always get on a call, although it's better because it's better for people to get to see your face and it's better for you to get to see theirs. But if you're watching, you have the same call to action that everybody else does and you can apply it in exactly the same way. So when you have completed your registration, when you have watched your video, and when you've printed up your participants guide, I want you to comment below this video. I have done this, this, and this. And then I will put you in the private Coach Basics group that Christy and I will lead. And it's going to be kind of great. And y'all, one of the things we're trying to push you towards is hitting Success Club this month. Do you know what the Success Club prizes are this month? You can get, I don't want to say it wrong. Yes, and they're calling it in the back office our most whatever prize, our most valuable prize ever.
$100 worth of prize.
Yeah, P90X, the complete P90X, P90X2, and P90X Plus Series bundle package. Y'all, you could have these and give them away as like the super prize at the end of a challenge group. This is so valuable because you literally have like a fantastic prize, like 3 fantastic different prizes that you could give away. And holy crap, if your spouse
SC5,
just for five,
for 5.
you literally have to try not to engage enough people to hit that. Okay.
And Joey, like 2 in a family, bam. Like,
so find out, and the first step for you guys is going to be that power of your story. The first step for you guys is going to be the power of your story. Do you know the girl? I'm going to give it away. I'm going to give it away, but you still have to watch it. She was anorexic. She doesn't even have a weight loss story. She has a weight gain story. That's her story. Like, and she is able to use that to encourage and inspire people. So there is absolutely no excuse to say, well, people won't relate to me or whatever. Whatever. As long as you are committed to this lifestyle, you will absolutely inspire people. But you have to be vulnerable, and you have to be honest, and you have to work. You have to work. And you cannot work if you have not learned how. So we're going to teach you how. We're going to do away with our Team Fierce Ambition videos for a while. We're going to put them on the back burner. We're not going to insult that process. We're just going to say, you know what? There's a process laid out for us in corporate, and we're going to try that one now.
And
because
we're all doing it. We're
all doing it.
Including Tawny and I. We are doing it. We're going back over it.
Yeah. Now, the only sad thing for Christy is that she doesn't qualify for participant prizes. So I won't send you a hoodie if I win, but I'll send you a t-shirt. I mean, the hoodie's mine. But does anyone, I want to make sure we've all been very clear. So does anyone have any questions about what the expectation is of participants, how we're going to run it, or what is required? Does anyone have any questions? Because let's get them answered now. Or forever hold your peace. Feel free to unmute. Okay.
Is it going to be like each day we're going to be like at the same time frame? Like we'll all be doing this assignment this day, or in that manner? Okay.
Yeah. Because most of them shouldn't be too time consuming. So, and I'll give you grace. Like, I will give you grace. If they have assigned, I haven't looked through all of it. You know, I'll be seeing some of it at the same time you guys will. If there are like 2 1-hour videos that they tell you to watch, I recognize. I understand we have teachers. I understand we have people with crazy schedules. I will give you some extra time on some things. I'm not a sadist.
But tell us. But
tell us.
That's the thing. Like, we never know what's going on when people just kind of go away and don't say anything. Just tell us. Just be like, I can't get to it today. I'm going to get to it tomorrow. And then let us hold you accountable to that.
But here's how, you know, we talked about the 3 strikes you're out. Here's how it would work. If you said to me, Tawny, I cannot get to this today. I have a break tomorrow that I can watch it in. If you don't do it in the break the next day, this is a strike. Because you have given us a reasonable time frame and then it didn't happen. So that means something else is, it's when there's a pattern of other things taking priority that it needs to be called in on. And it's because it's time to, you know, either shit or get off the pot.
Yeah, let's
go.
Every way. We've tried every way. We've been hard on you guys. We've been easy on you guys. We've let you take it at your own pace. And it really doesn't matter. So we got to work with the willing. And we want to work with the willing. Because, you know, we want to help you. We really, really do.
We really do.
We want to help you succeed. We can't help you succeed if you're not going to do it. And that includes your 3 vitals every day. If you're not going to do it, we can't do it for you. We can't. And I realize some of you have made some big strides and gone out of your comfort zone. And know that I recognize that, okay? Like Kate's been posting up a storm. For Kate. But I see it, Kate. Like you're in my feed a lot more. And I don't know if it's made a difference in your business yet. Have you noticed anything?
A few people have contacted me, so I have some people to get back to about my next group and stuff. So
yeah, you're more of a presence. And she's not just posting about Beachbody. She's posting all different sorts of things. So as long as you are making an effort, we know that you can't work at the pace that we work at, or you don't have the same goals that we have. But we need to see that you're making an effort for the goals that you have. So if you have told me I want to make $500 a month, well, okay, then let's see the work that's going to go into it. Okay. And actually, y'all need to know $500 a month is not that hard to do.
No.
So if you're thinking that's a hard goal, it's not. It's not. From month 1, I was making 700 or more. Okay. It's not that hard to do, especially when you first start out and you've got your warm market. It's harder now for me, but now I have all this team volume underneath me because I've built a team. And, I actually even emailed Dana today because I've been really overwhelmed and, it's hard. These first couple of years are really hard. Especially if this is what you're wanting to do if you have big goals like I do. I mean, I have big goals. And I said, please tell me it gets easier because I can't keep working like this. And she was like, it does. I promise. She's like, I promise it does. And she said, she hardly did anything this month. And if you follow Dana, she hardly did anything this month. She said she had her biggest paychecks to date this month. So it will get easier, but the longer you put off putting the hard work in, the longer the hard work is going to be.
That is a wonderful way to say it. Oh my gosh, that's a wonderful way to say it. Is that if you want to grow it, be growing it now. Because, oh my gosh, then once it clicks, then all the work gets, that's when all the work starts. You want to be, I'm so glad I'm a year in now. There's so much farther that I want to be, but thank goodness I'm already a year down, that I've had a year of perfecting this, a year of working at this, a year of building this team so far. But now it's time to I feel like I've got the sale part down. And I feel like I understand the way commission and stuff works. So that's why now I want to teach you. I want to teach you what I'm learning. I want to show you the 23-page conversation that I had that finally ended in a sale because I don't want you to give up.
Yeah.
Is she leaving? Or is she doing? Okay, sorry. Oh, yeah, you did. Sorry.
It takes a lot of practice. It really, really does. You learn something with each person that you come into contact with. So I'm actually glad that we're going through Coach Basics again. It's been a while since I've looked at it. So, and this is it's new from when I went through it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we're all going to do it together. And we don't want to drag you along. We don't want to make you do something that you don't want to do. Yeah, we don't want to. But if you want to do it, we want you there. And we want to help you be there. And we want to help you be accountable. So, yeah.
I guarantee you, and Jen and Lindsay are the best voices of this. Christy and I will literally, the second you show us any kind of interest, we will tell you everything you want to hear. We'll tell you again. We'll recheck just to make sure you heard us right. Like, we will give it to you if you want it. We just don't want to be those people anymore who are giving it to you and you're like, shut the fuck up. Sorry, I'm sorry. That shouldn't have slipped out there, but I mean, you know, it's valid.
It's true. Because I often wonder if you guys are back there going, shut, you know, like, stop bothering me. I don't want to bother you.
We don't want to bother you. We don't want to bother you. But oh my gosh, we want to cheer you on.
I mean, how cool would it be to have a team of us at Summit next year and everybody has rank advanced in this? I don't care what rank you're at, but let's at all advance, you know, and have us all, you know, have our own section at Summit, man, with our own coaches. Like, I want y'all to have coaches and I want you guys to have a team and lead your own team and for us to explode.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, really, now we got a little off topic. We're a little fired up. So are there any more questions? Are there any more things that are not clear?
So will we get our assignments from you guys?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes. There is no, as far as I can see, I've looked through all the information. As far as I can see, there's no like gauge. Sorry, my phone is precariously balanced. There's no gauge for corporate of how far along you've gone in Coach Basics.
Okay.
So technically you could be a dirty, dirty liar. You could fill out your registration and never do anything and maybe even win a prize. That's a possibility. However, that would mean you suck.
Yes.
And have no integrity. And we'll make fun of you. So, but yes, it's our Coach Basics group. What you will do when you fill out registration is you'll fill out all of your information and then you put Christy's name in as the person leading your Coach Basics group. And then you're on the prize radar. I think they just do a drawing out of a hat every day for everyone who has said they're committing to Coach Basics.
Cool.
So there's not really a way for them to know how far you are along or whatever. I think they're just trying. I think clearly the issues that we are feeling on our team are felt everywhere. And so they realize there's a need to encourage people to make sure they're trained properly. So, and working with integrity and representing the product correctly.
Yeah, because think about it. If we don't train properly now, y'all, as you build a team, are going to continue to bring those not good things to your team. And it's just a huge, like, cluster.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So we got to make sure that it starts with us. And then you guys will have gone through it and you can take your people through it. If you decide that that's the Coach Basics you like, I mean, really, it's Coach Basics. It's training. It's not the most exciting thing in the world. But, you know, the faster you get it done, the faster you get it done.
It's like ripping off a Band-Aid. Just rip it off.
Get it done.
And like we said, if you want to do one of these groups that are a specialized push to Emerald or a push to Diamond, you need this first. This first.
Along with that, guys, the Diamonds were talking the other day, and we would like to start kind of like a leadership group. We're in talks about it. And there will be prerequisites to that group for people that we feel are leaders on all of our teams. And we'll probably have like a leadership call once a month with all the leaders in Team Fierce Ambition and all the other branch off teams. So that's something to look forward to. And if you want to be a part of that, you know, you got to be doing what needs to be done to do it. Like I said, we're still in talks about it, but we would like the leaders to all connect together. Y'all don't get on the Team Fierce Ambition call, but you know, they're nice people. And it's really nice to get to know them, like, you know, at Summit and stuff. especially the other diamond. You'll get to know them when you're diamond and you're in the diamond group, but they're really nice, and it's nice to know who else is on the team. So anyway,
that's really all I've got. I mean, this is what we're doing. This is what's coming up. You have a call to action from this call, and if you want to participate.
so in the recording, when you've done your 3 things that Tawny asked us to do, go ahead and post it below in the comments, and then we will know that you're ready to be put in the Coach Basics group.
Yes. Hooray.
Thank
I've done them. I did them because I had to decide what to include to be a prerequisite. Whatever.
Yeah, Tawny, we need to talk at some point.
Okay. Are you going to yell at me for dropping an F-bomb on the call? Because I don't want
We need to
to have
talk
that conversation. All right. Well, that's it. If nobody else has any more questions.
Yeah.
Yay.
Any questions?
Christy and Tawny, could you guys stay on for a minute so we could talk to you?
Yes.
Okay.
We're both in trouble for the F.
Oh.
You're not in trouble. That's not what it is.
Thank you guys.
Okay.
Really, seriously, thank you for getting on. It really
Yes.
makes me happy when I see your faces on. Thank you.
Yay.
Thank you, Tawny.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank
Have a
you.
good night.
Thanks. Bye.
End the recording.
Oh, yes.